When people first begin any kind of fitness journey, they obviously try and start going to the gym. And the thing is, a lot of people tend to be a little bit scared of the gym or afraid of the gym or just overcome with a lot of anxiety about going. And this really comes down to the fact that what confidence is actually built from. So confidence is simply a value based on previous experiences. If you have previous positive experiences with something, you will become confident with it. If you have previous negative experiences with something or no experiences at all, then by and large you will not be confident with that thing. For example, I've been online coaching now for a couple of years. I've been a PT since 2018, and therefore I have a lot of positive experiences of doing this, talking to a camera, teaching people how to lose weight, teaching people how to become stronger, conversing with people, and ultimately doing all the shit that I need to do as a coach. But if you put me in a position whereby I have to do something where I have no previous experience with, such as going into Parliament or working in an office, then my confidence doing these things wouldn't be that high because I have no previous experiences with it. And going forward from that point, if I actually had previous negative experiences with the thing that you're asking me to do, then my confidence would be even lower. So the fact of the matter is, the reason as to why you're not confident with the gym or doing certain things which your fitness journey requires of you is because you either have no previous positive experiences of it or just previous negative experiences of it. And you need to start improving and increasing the positive experiences that you got with said thing. Now, this actually works out a little bit of a paradox, and it's something that I like to call the confidence paradox. Because ultimately, if you want to build your confidence with doing something, you need to do it. But in order to do it, you need confidence to do it. So it's kind of like going to buy some scissors from a store and looking on the back of it, and the package actually says to you, requires scissors to open. Like, I don't get why they do that, because at the end of the day, if I had scissors to open the package, then I wouldn't need to get the scissors in the first place. It's wild, but it works as a really, really important and really, really logical explanation of what it is that you're going through. So in order to get past this lack of confidence when it comes to the gym or anything in that matter, in my opinion, you should start doing something that we like to call exposure therapy. And exposure therapy is actually used quite a lot in helping people get through phobias. So for example, if you are scared of spiders, then I wouldn't exactly tell you to go balls to the walls and put a spider straight in your hand, because that would elicit trauma. And we don't want trauma. We want you to get over your fear of spiders, not be more traumatized by it. So what we'd actually do is we'd place you in a room, and then in a room about 100 meters away, we'd probably have a spider in a cage and tell you to just stay in the room that you are for a few minutes. Now, the next time that you come into this room to get over your fear, we'd probably bring the cage about 50 meters closer. So you have reduced the amount of distance between you and that spider, and ultimately you'd probably feel a little bit more anxious, but not so much. The next time you come in, we'd probably bring the cage even closer, so it's only 10 meters between you and the cage. From that point, we'd probably bring it 5 meters closer, so obviously it's only now 5 meters away from you. The next time you come in, we'd probably take the cage off of the spider, so it's literally just standing there on a table and you're 5 meters away from it. And we'd gradually keep increasing the exposure that you have to that spider over the course of days, weeks, and even months, until eventually you have the spider in your hand, and the feelings that you associate with holding to that spider and the feelings that you have associated with holding that spider are not that negative. Furthermore, allowing you to actually get over that phobia of spiders. Now, obviously, that is just a very, very basic explanation of what exposure therapy is, and sometimes it can last more than weeks, months. It can sometimes go on for years, and it will probably have other steps in play to help you get over that phobia. But I want you to take exactly what I've explained there and apply it to your gym environment. Because sure, you might feel a little bit anxious about going to the gym, you might feel a little bit scared about it, but that's simply because you have no exposure to it. So what you need to do is you just need to gradually increase that exposure to the gym. I'm not telling you to go straight into the free weight section and start doing a bunch of complicated exercises with your shirt off, because that is going to elicit trauma in much the same way as if I placed a tarantula in your hand straight away. In actual fact, I just want you to do it nice and basically. Go into the gym and literally probably just stand there. You know, get used to the environment that you're in. Get used to the room that you're in. Get used to just the gym in general. I don't want you to do any exercises in it. Literally just stand there. And if you're feeling gutsy enough, potentially even just walk about and just take in what everybody's doing. The next time that you go in, potentially just have a little bit more of a walk. Start looking around the places. Potentially even talk to the gym manager, because they work there. They're there to help you. The next time that you go in, probably jump on something that you feel comfortable doing, like jump on a treadmill or jump on a cross trainer or anything like that. The next time that you go in, potentially start doing exercises that you know how to do with some of the machines. Eventually, you'll gradually get to a point where you have built up the exposure of being in the gym so much that the daunting aspect and the anxiety that you're feeling from it will be close to nothing, because you've gradually built up your exposure in much the same way as bringing that spider closer. If you want even more help with this, then I actually recommend that you decrease your exposure to what it is that's going on. Put some earphones in and listen to some music. It sounds very, very childish and very, very basic and very, very primary, but ultimately if you put your earphones in and listen to some tunes that you've got, then you're going to get rid of the background noise, and ultimately that's one less stimuli that's going to be affecting your anxiety. Take it steady, take it slowly. Don't rush straight into it, because you're just going to elicit trauma. Just take it nice and steadily and gradually increase your exposure to the gym over days or even weeks, because eventually you'll be able to walk into that gym and you won't feel anything negative around it, because you've already taken a step, you've already taken 2 steps, you've already taken 5 steps, and you'd have built up the previous experiences that you've got in the gym, which hopefully are all going to be positive. I hope that helps, and I hope that makes sense. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a like. If you've got any questions for me, make sure that you comment below, because I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And if you want any more free fitness or fat loss based content without any of the bullshit, as always, make sure that you're either following my Instagram at k.p_health or subscribe to this channel. Peace.